Hi, my name is Jackie and welcome back to my channel. It is Friday, which means it is time for another Fandom Friday, but with tea. But before we get into it, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, go ahead and smash that subscription button so you know when I upload. We like to talk about tea here. So the tea that I'm bringing you today is based on a fandom that I have already mentioned here on my channel, and that fandom is Skyrim. And if you're not familiar with Skyrim, it is an action role-playing game where the player's character is on this quest to defeat Alduin, the World Eater, which is a dragon that has been prophesized to bring about the end of the world. And the story takes place up in Skyrim, which is Tamriel's most northern province. And Tamriel is just sort of this fictional continent in which the Elder Scrolls universe takes place. And then within Skyrim, there are towns and cities, and the cities are led by noblemen and women called Jarls. And my understanding is Jarl is like translates into, or loosely translates into Earl. So if you're not catching on where this is going, I'm sipping a blend called Jarl Grey, which basically translates into Earl Grey. I thought it was pretty clever. You can purchase this through Adagio Teas, and it is blended by Core Deception. And Core Deception has a couple more blends based on the Skyrim video game. Jarl Grey is a blend of black tea, gunpowder green tea, oolong tea, orange, natural bergamot flavor, blue cornflowers, and natural vanilla flavor. And so basically Jarl Grey is a blend of Adagio Teas, Earl Grey Bravo, vanilla oolong, gunpowder green, and it's accented with lavender. It smells basically like a Victorian London fog from Harney & Sons, which I'm a huge fan of. The most dominating fragrances are the lavender scent as well as like warm creamy vanilla. I'm actually kind of surprised that the vanilla is standing out against the bergamot. I mean, I definitely smell the bergamot, but it's definitely lavender and vanilla. I love it already. I mean, I say that because I've already had like 2 cups of this. And this is how we steep up. I just drink my Earl Grey's plain. I would say if you're familiar with Harney & Sons Victorian London Fog, this is a very similar flavor profile. It is unmistakably Earl Grey, and it has a lovely lavender flavor to it, but it is also warmed up and tamed a little bit by the vanilla flavoring. As for the smoky element of the gunpowder green tea, so honestly, unless it's like a blatantly smoky lapsang souchong, sometimes smoky notes, smoky aromas kind of translate into floral aromas on my tongue. So I don't get smoke in this. I just kind of get another layer of floral in this. But that doesn't mean that you're not gonna get the smokiness of the gunpowder green tea. I just have some weird taste buds apparently. But overall, I really love this tea. It's not really reinventing the wheel. It's already sort of a classic flavor combination of Earl Grey and vanilla and lavender, just with really cool branding. Like, look at this. I love the artwork on this. This is so incredible. And yeah, it's a slightly regal blend. I mean, I kind of feel that way about the Victorian London Fog in general. It's one of those teas that I like to drink in the morning when I'm feeling particularly posh. And so yeah, I am feeling a little bit regal drinking this right now. I say as I'm wearing my fig denim shirt. I also really love the inclusion of the lavender in this. If you're not familiar with the Elder Scrolls game, one of the skill sets that your character can develop is the skill of alchemy. Basically, it's like potion making. In the world of Skyrim, there's a bunch of flora that you can pick from that you can turn into poisons that will help you defeat bosses and bad guys, but there's also flora that you can turn into potions to buff your character's stats, to give them better health or better stamina or more magic. It's like never a skill that I actually use, and yet I spend a lot of time just doing alchemy stuff because there's something soothing about going around and picking flowers and whatever and just making them into potions. Where I'm trying to go with this is one of the flowers that you can pick is lavender. So for me, there's sort of like added depth to the inclusion of the lavender in this particular blend. If you are a fan of the Skyrim game or just the Elder Scrolls game in general, make sure you check out Jarl Grey from Adagio teas blended by Core Deception. It's a really lovely blend. I mean, if you love Earl Grey, if you love twists on Earl Grey, this will be a fun one for you. So I'm really happy that I have this in my collection. I like never ever want to get rid of the tin because it is just perfect. But that brings us to the end of this video. If you are a fan of Skyrim, let me know what your favorite city or stronghold is. I personally really love Riften because I love playing a thief character, but I also really like Solitude. It's really pretty. If you're not a fan of Skyrim, that's cool too. Let me know what video game you're playing lately, or just in general, what have you been geeking out over? Let me know in the comments below. And as usual, if you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing, and I hope to see you guys again soon. Bye.